We are T-minus 20 minutes till AWA Saturday begins.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get a headband.
This is the center of the Galleria Hotel. Things will begin at 10 o'clock. It is currently 9:40.
Come on.
And here we go. We're going around to find some shit. There's Michael. Here's Colin. Over here. If I can zoom out and not get a big picture of his face. And here's me. Hello, how's it going?
Man, let's go mess with the TV.
You have the kicker prices?
I know these are 15. These are the...
We just waited through this line for about 10 minutes. It is pretty quick. Kudos to the staff. This is the dealer room. They are letting people in now. Welcome to the cosplay gallery.
Do you have a picture of the ones there?
Yeah. Essentially after the staff, we could get those up to 11. Those names. I'd rather not disconnect the laptop, take it down to Minnesota, and have to take it back up and set it if I can help. I think it'd be better to have it down in
Yeah, that's for sale.
Somebody was wearing that last year,
Yeah,
actually.
I saw that.
That's good right here.
Yeah.
Good, Dunan and Rierios. I got a picture of this from last year, actually.
Yeah.
I really love that cool demo, but
Michael, you can't.
Michael, if you want to go buy that, you can.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to buy that though.
We got to go find an ATM.
I only have.
Well, that's because you dumped it all on that headband.
That was like that full. I took it out of the hundreds. I'm going to stand outside real quick.
We'll be there in a second.
Penalties, charge of applications from judging until contest.
These guys are security. They're not dressed up.
Judge Robin.
Where at?
Over there, behind the yellow curtain. No, stop. On the roof, Jamie.
I mean, Appleseed was not too terribly impressive.
It's a big fucking place.
On that.
Are you serious? Where are we?
So going on video, you really need
Irony.
Here on the corner on the front half.
With the pretty top.
At Frontier Day, and they have this little mini unique to sell, but it's less secure. And I was wondering, how do you decide what episodes or what series get put on the little like minis? Because they're, I feel like it's like.
Yeah. No, those were originally we were doing this as an experiment to see how they would do, and one of the ideas was to give people a sample where they could just go in and sample a series and see if they would then be interested in picking it up. Basically, it was the sales department, like which ones that they wanted to do and things like that. I don't know what else they have in plans for at the moment. Same thing. Fries rocks. I love fries.
Is the best. Oh my god.
Okay.
It is twisted, for lack of a better word. It's putting music and just a moment. It's putting something ironically together such that it makes the entire audience cringe. The Sick Award is very similar in that respect, but is usually done to material that we can't possibly show during the daylight hours. Also, we have one video that we added a longer title on just because we thought it was amusing. Instead of the normal character profile award, we have decided to call this the Joseph Campbell Memorial Character Profile. Oh wow, someone got that. Yay! Unfortunately, several of the videos we will not be able to show because of time or because of content. We will not be able to show the Sick Award, which I will be announcing the winners of these at the end. We will not be able to show another award that requires a bit of explanation, but I can't explain it with any words I can use on this stage, which is the Best Implied Action Award this year. We have the Gratuitous Violence Award is making a return. Yes! And and two videos that we had to cut, and there's possibly more depending on how behind we are, that we won't be able to show because of time restrictions is the Best Parody Award and the Best Instrumental Award. They're very good, but we had to cut something and we drew randomly to determine which one we wouldn't have time enough to show. For those of you who have won, if you see a video show up here during Expo, it means you have won. If you see your video come up, please come up to this side of the stage and tell the person there that you are here. It'll save us all a lot of trouble and make me look like less of an idiot calling out names of people who aren't here. So if you do win, please come up, tell one of our staff members who you are, and we'll be sure to sort your award out so we can hand it off to you at the end. We will present all of the end. Finally, the Grand Prize Award we should just mention in Expo is usually given to something just so totally odd and wacky that it catches us completely off guard. So I believe we are ready. We can start? All right, and I will get off the stage.
It's just a really cheap, silly. Dr. Zen magic.
Dr. Zen.
Yeah, it's pretty minimalist. So our hero pulls out a slingshot and starts shooting at it.
I used to draw flip books like that in like the 4th grade. You won't get me that way.
So he throws a wasp's nest at Dr. Zen.
You think, Dr. Zen, we won't let you get away.
What's that, a whirlwind? A train? It's a flight of bumblebees. All right.
No, we're not looking at that. So Dr. Zen creates an inflatable Dr. Zen that the bumblebees attack.
Let's see, what should we have next? Okay, hold on, okay.
Hang on a second, Neil. What did you think of Dr. Zen and the Magic Machine? Crazy.
Hold on. Okay. Put them all together, and what do you got? You got the Doozy Bots. Now, for those of you who don't know, SD Gundam is a set of toys that Sunrise made based on Mobile Suit Gundam, and they're like crazy little squashed up versions of all the mobile suits that show up on the show. And they wanted to launch, not Gundam in America, but they wanted to sell SD Gundam in America. But of course, we didn't have Gundam over here at the time, so they thought, let's do a TV show made just for Americans, and filled with the things that American kids wanted to see. The show itself was never actually made. However, we do have this promotional video provided by Dave here. Oh, Tim Eldred, okay. This is what they would show at like broadcaster shows to sell the concept.
There's a spectacular new comedy action series coming in the fall of 1991. Hey kids, get ready for... They had no idea they would be asked to volunteer for an incredible experiment.
Timmy, come! Father?
Outside the lab, Tagalong and the obnoxious Brandon were snooping about.
Huh? Hey! Tagalong, no fair!
Professor Doozy had invented the amazing transmogrification process that can take the intelligence of humans and transfer it into specially designed robots. These Doozy Bots were needed to combat a defective generation of robots.
Okay, I have to pause it here to point out one thing that I find really, really annoying. The kid who looks like Kwame from Captain Planet, the one in the wheelchair, he turns into Guntank, who still has no legs. You'd think that turning him into a robot, they'd give him legs, but no! Gotta turn him into the lamest one of all.
These misguided robots had to be stopped before they carried out their mission of building the world of fun.
Before they rob the world of fun.
Fire missiles! Fire missiles number one. All right, troops, charge!
And by one I mean 6.
Let's go! All right, turkey love, here's the fire! All right, troops, get up there! The Tony Turkey needs more power to create our army! We've got to cut that line! We did it! We did it! That's it! Soon we'll have an invincible army!
Why did the eggs come out of its chest?
Don't just stand there! Get them! Fake left! Go right!
Missed us! Totally awesome stuff, Max. Now let's see if these lame dudes know how to duck. Oh, doesn't look like it.
Stop them, Z6! Eliminating enemy targets.
Bubblegum slap shot.
Firing weapon malfunction limitation. Weapons.
Time bombs away.
Hi,
Scotchy's mess is no problem.
We'll be back!
Yeah. Get ready for this exciting, beautifully animated half-hour series. With Doozy Bots, you get lots of action, lots of fun.
Look, they blew up little
lots of
kids. It's
kids.
fun.
You'll love the Doozy Bots.
Civilizations. And let me just show you, the opening credits are great, just to show you a great glimpse of all the lameness that is in this show. And it has the world's most unsingable opening theme song. That's the virus, the big octopus thing. And this is inside the android girl, where they apparently have... There, you need not see the actual... What's great is they're demonstrating the shrink ray. This is wonderful because it's the only time that you ever see, well, them shrink down a laboratory alligator. Yes, they use laboratory alligators.
Observe the monitor again. Alligator? Yes. As you can see, I used that alligator as the subject of my experiment.
Hey, knock off the same phone for a while.
Oh, it's disappeared.
Was it melted down by the rays? In that state, we can only see the alligator shape through a precision microscope.
And by precision microscope, we mean a precision telescope.
How did you do it? The atomic rays and the electronic rays were combined, and it's a temporary reduction effect through constant temperature adjustment. You mean it's microscopic?
Okay, now notice here, this guy has a mustache. He very clearly has a mustache.
Amazing, Doctor. But
He still has a mustache.
what does this experiment have to do with saving the life of the girl genius?
No, wait, but he doesn't have a mustache.
Send it into the body to stamp out harmful germs. Of course, inside the body.
The totally lame ending has to be seen to be believed, where they managed to defeat the virus by basically fomenting a rebellion in the pre-industrial civilization inside the girl genius. And a la Fantastic Voyage, they escaped to the tear duct. I want you to keep close watch on that glass slide the doctor is going to use to get them out of her eye. It changes shape and size every camera change.
Wow, it's a success. stock does. Get away. You're going to hurt the Special Attack Force.
Yeah, get back and stuff.
Maybe he should have taken them outside first. Oh, by the way, you may hear some voices in the background. It's because the only copy of this that I have, somebody was trying to do an MST3K thing on it, so you can hear them recording their comments in the background. But okay, anyway, Diatron 5 has successfully gotten off, so he's going to take off and take care of the aliens in space in the most drawn-out flying to the enemy sequence ever. Now it's just kind of stopped. You know, the saddest thing is the robot just does not look this good to deserve this much attention. Yep, it's still flying on the same background. And oh wait, the background stops. The thrilling feat. Now it's flying backwards. This has not been retouched. This is actually what the show is like.
Will recover, and we will be destroyed and caught in the spiderweb radar network. It's going to be utter confusion of Earth battle.
It's going to be utter confusion.
Damn case switch. There, I'll fix it. This show is brought to you by the letters B, S, and the number 5.
I would love to find an actual real copy of this movie. Okay, now notice these two guys, armed with knives, are standing they're approximately 3 feet away from each other, 3 or 4 feet away. She's like about 40 feet away.
I'm fucking tired too.
No blood on her at all. Brothers? Boyfriends? Cousins?
死ぬんじゃない！キャシー！キャシー！ 誠！あの子のお前は強かった。だが今の俺には勝てはしない！
Bang, you're dead. I said bang, you're dead. You should be dead. No, that's not the funny part. That's the funny part. No, I actually cut it out, but you know what? In the actual show, he goes on for another 2 minutes with his death speech. Yeah, okay, it's time for the Call of the Wild. You know, usually I end on Call of the Wild because everybody loves this movie for some reason. I think it's because this is one of the most sadistic movies that has ever passed off as an after-school special. Call of the Wild, classic Jack London novel. A lot of us are forced to read it in school. This version of the movie, though, it's basically about watching Buck the dog get beat up by everybody. And so at the end, when he totally flips out and kills people, you can totally understand it. The movie begins with his training.
Where many other dogs were also being trained for service in Alaska. A man in a red sweater came to meet Buck's arrival, and this man was to teach Buck one of the most important lessons of his life.
This is Buck. He looks like a tough one. They all are at first.
He's a mean one, boss. He gave me nothing but trouble on the way up here.
We'll see what we can do about that.
Be careful!
Don't worry. I'll teach him a thing or two. All right, Buck.
Okay.
Come on and get me.
Hey, bada, 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 bada. Swing, bada, and ooh! In real life, that would kill a dog.
Get up, Buck. Got something for you.
Imagine the director of this movie that even they look horrified by this.
I wouldn't be caught dead fighting a wild animal like that.
I know you
That's not fighting, that's abusing an animal.
I'll teach you.
Damn. Thank you, you killed the dog. The book is now over.
Got a lot of guts. All right, I'm ready to go at it whenever you are, Buck.
Buck was a brave dog, but he knew he couldn't win against an armed man. This was his first important lesson in the laws of the North. He had learned the law of the club.
The concussion
a man
sets
like
in.
himself was a but with a club or a rope, it was not worth the pain for Buck to try fighting against him.
Remember this lesson and we can be friends.
Yeah! Friends.
Oh god, take over.
Alright.
Film two and I'll take another.
Buck eventually goes up north and then has to fight for, supremacy in this dog team. The crazy thing is, in this fight scene between two dogs, the animators sometimes forget they're animating dogs and they start looking creepily human.
The moment of final confrontation had come for Buck and Spitz. They squared off, circled each other, and began their battle to the death. The law of the Fang declared that only one could survive this battle, and they both knew it.
Fortunately, he knows dog food! Said he knows dog food! Okay, now watch the white one when he lands in the water. It's gonna be... He does not land like a dog. Hold on. Watch this. He's like a werewolf.
Buck had claimed his supremacy in the team. And from that victorious moment forward, he always ran at the front of the sled and always had a mastery over the other dogs around him.
Wait for it.
Unlike some other dogs, Buck was never owned by any man.
That's why Sleet Sled Dogs owns you. Later on in the movie, we meet up with new owners for Buck. I'm from Boston. I don't think these people are actually from Boston. They're from hell.
Charles, this looks like a good team. These dogs should pull really well for us on the trail.
I got them cheap from the man at the postal office.
But Charles, what are we going to do about my sister here? She's not suited for this kind of travel, and you know it.
Mercedes, what's the problem now?
Charles, oh, he wants me to leave the tent behind and we'll need it.
Oh, Mercedes, the cold weather is all finished now. It's April.
I want to go back to Boston. We'd better come into some money fast up here, that's all I can say.
Mercedes.
Charles, what can we do about her?
Nothing at all. Now, let's get ready.
Ah, come on! Mush! Mush! Come on, Mush! Move it! Mush! 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 Ah, Buck! Come on, boy! Move it! Come on, Mush! Mush! Go, boy! Poor dogs, nothing. Mercedes, what do you know? Sometimes you have to beat them to get them to do what you want.
Hal, shut up! Don't you dare talk to me like
Mercedes,
that!
let's get rid of a few of these things. We don't need a tent or all these clothes.
Oh, think about me! You don't know what sorts of terrible things might happen.
So what do you recommend?
Don't do this to me!
All right, Mercedes. What about the dogs, Hal? We'll need more.
Charles, you weakling!
Yeah, these people are sure prepared for what's going to be coming up. You know, there's a lot of dog beating and death in this movie, but I can honestly say I don't care about what happens to those people one iota.
The dogs are practically dead. I don't want to listen to a sermon. Now, we're going to Dawson. Mush! Lazy Buck! Mush!
I'm telling you, like 9/10 of this movie is beating up a dog.
Ah! Get up and pull! I'm sick of your laziness. Get up and pull! Come on! What? I'll show you. What are you doing? That dog will die if you push him any harder. Well, he's my dog and it's none of your business.
Hal, stop it!
I'll be reasonable.
Away from me! Now! You. There you go.
Doing? Ladies and gentlemen, the first rational, non-lethal person in this movie.
Mercedes.
So the three of them foolishly set out with their heavy load over the thin ice.
So this is great. You know, Buck finally finds a person who, well, not only doesn't want to kill him, and he actually likes him, but then it starts getting kind of weird.
Congratulations, Thornton. I've never seen a dog like that in my life.
But hey, Buck, oh Buck. Thank God you're all right, boy.
Buck had never loved another man the way he loved Thornton. Their friendship grew even deeper after Buck's offer to remain.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you've waited a year for this. Oh, boy. After all those beatings, after all that abuse, he finally finds the one good guy, and then this happens.
They were all dead. Pete and Hans. Buck howled as if his heart would break.
They pushed him just too far.
There's a lot more here than I thought. Yeah, we could live easy for 3 or 4 years. He's a bad dog. Let's get out of here.
Who can fly and dodge bullets. Just in case you couldn't get it. Okay, now watch. They both clearly go over the cliff. Now relax, man. The dog went over the cliff. There is no way it can get back up. Oh wait, it can teleport.
Buck's last contact with man was gone. He was now free from his past, and free forever from the society of men.
Oh, I love that movie. Vampires. And it is actually based on the 1970s Marvel comic Tomb of Dracula. And for those of you who are wondering, Blade does not show up in this. I love this movie because at one point Dracula has his powers, you know, he loses his powers because his son basically puts the zap on him. and he has to go to New York to get his powers back, and he's being chased by some vampire hunters, and oh, well, let's just go on.
Millions of people inhabit New York City, but only one can help Count Dracula. Layla the vampire, whose bite can restore his immortality. Tired and famished with a hunger of 500 years, Dracula desperately needs money for food. He sees his chance.
In my pocket! Come on, I can't breathe!
You're killing him!
No, but he stops to count it.
Stop! Come back here! After him!
Has it come to this, that I've become a common thief in the streets?
I also love how the streets of New York are completely abandoned except for main characters.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Count Dracula, sovereign of all vampires, exhibiting an apparent hunger for ordinary mortal food. And you're right about Elijah no longer reacting to him, which indicates he has lost his evil aura.
Now's our chance to kill him if he's lost his powers.
We have no justification to kill him if he isn't a vampire. We can all be arrested and convicted of murder.
Oh, that's Fandora. Fandora was 1980s OAV, based on a comic by Go Nagai, who has created such things as Bazinga Z and other great, classic, Devilman, other great classic shows. Fandora, unlike those other shows, sucked. It's a really nothing show. It's boring. She's just girl with sword fighting bad guys who are named after H.P. Lovecraft villains, because she's fighting a bad guy named Yog-Sothoth in this one. I got 3 great bits here that just sum up this OAV. This is from the beginning.
Lex, get closer!
Yes, Lady Pandora.
We're being followed, quick! Do something!
Yes, ma'am. I'll take care of it, Lady Pandora. The spaceship is a wreck, but I'm an expert.
You mean the computer is?
Okay.
See, Fandora is a dimensional bounty hunter. She goes across parallel universes finding criminals and, taking them in for money. And her big secret to her power is she has something called the Crown of Rupia that gives her superpowers. And by superpowers, I mean a sword and a shield.
Did you find it?
No.
What's going on? Why can't we find Gavin's body?
Yay, that's funny.
Okay, folks, here it is. Ugliest giant robot ever designed.
Oh, what a classy battle suit.
Get him!
You fools! That'll never work!
Now, her friend Quest there has a secret. He's a shapeshifter, and he never wants Fandora to see what his actual form is. And the problem is, when she uses the Crown of Rupia, it's like if he gets hit by its light, he'll turn into his true form. So he always has to hide when she uses it. But she doesn't understand why he does this.
Now, Rupia, Night of Justice.
Gavin, I got you!
seen the best part of the movie. It's all downhill from here. So yeah, she goes in search of this dimension of, this villain named Yog-Sothoth and walks into a place where it has the worst voice acting ever.
What? Can you go get me a drink?
Look, a dame!
I'll give you the money when you get back.
What's with you guys? We're interested in you, kid. Question? Wow! Lady Pandora, what shall I do with them?
There must be some reason for this.
Please forgive us. In this country, we hardly ever see young ladies.
It can't possibly be true that there are no chicks in this place.
That's right. The only females in this country are old women and children.
Thinking back, I didn't see any girls on the way.
What's going on? This was the ideal kingdom, Rex.
It was an ideal kingdom a long time ago.
A long time ago?
Yes. Everything was destroyed by him.
Him?
The leader of Cadasor Gilsburg. He is the devil who murdered King Parallel III and turned people one after another into evil followers. Now he has completely conquered this country. All who refuse to follow him are murdered. He takes everything in taxes, even our food. And young girls are taken to sacrifice to Cadasor as slaves.
Get ready, people. The worst acting ever is about to happen.
Horrible.
Then why does nobody speak up? Do something.
Our wives and daughters are taken as hostage, and Prince Ramion is used as a tool. It is impossible for us to rebel. Our wives and daughters are taken as hostage.
It's like the Captain Kirk skull. Our wives and daughters are taken. Your Bible is a lie. Okay, and then she meets up with the main bad guy, who's actually Yog-Sothoth in disguise, of course, because you don't introduce a plot point like that without having him show up before the end of the movie. No, I love this because this is what sums up this movie. You've got the heroine in distress,
I can wear it.
and they have to do stupid things to her.
It should resist her evil heart.
Your Highness, the sword is for a man, and the crown is for a woman. The stone of Rupiah gives its power to the woman who wears the crown.
I see. Ramia, the crown is yours. Between the two of us, we shall control all dimensions.
Thank you for this great honor, Hans. It is terrible. I should have listened to Christ.
Now, what shall we do with her?
We shouldn't give her any chances.
Shall we kill her?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wait. Frankenstein. We showed Dracula. Frankenstein's a great movie that was done by Toei, same guys who did the Dracula movie, oddly enough. Has 3 great moments in it. The problem with Frankenstein is he kills people by accident, doesn't mean it. It just gets more and more people pissed off with him every time he kills somebody. This is a perfect example of a typical day in his life.
Now, this is for Emily's grandfather and her mother.
So yeah, we're chasing him. So then we go to the most embarrassing part of the movie.
Symbol of our belief in God.
No movie. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, I hate you, movie. Oh. He's looking embarrassed too to be in this movie. No, we get the point. Stop it. Okay. Well, that's just gonna haunt my nightmares.
There's no sanctuary here for the likes of you.
And at the end, Frank totally flips out like a ninja.
Open fire!
You should really try shooting at something that isn't rock.
Oh my God, it's jammed!
And he hears little girl's voice in his head, you can't go on hurting people. Screw you guys! I'm going home!
What I have created I will destroy. You are of the dead and must return from whence you came.
But I had an epiphany and stuff.
Why won't you die? Emily, what are you saying? Because of him, your mother died a horrible death.
But that's not true. We didn't kill anybody. In fact, we saved Grandpa's life when Grandpa was in the fire. He's no murderer.
What?
He would have saved Mama, but he couldn't. Franklin was carrying Grandpa. He couldn't get to her. Grandpa said it was you that made Franklin. You created him. He's a part of you, and killing him would be like killing me.
What?
We're the monsters. You're my friend.
You're no monster. You're my friend. Well, glad we established that. Now I gotta die. In case you're wondering, the book Frankenstein is nothing at all like this. But I mean, you have to admit, this is a sad ending. This is tragic. I mean, the poor monster, misunderstood, driven to violence, and ultimately to self-destruction. This is really sad. This is really, really sad. It could not possibly get any more tragic than this. Oh wait. I'm an orphan now, thanks, Dad. Every year, people love seeing Frank. But how about we show some Starship Troopers? Starship Troopers is loosely, and I must stress very loosely, based on the classic Robert Heinlein novel of tough mobile infantrymen fighting an alien invasion. Now you think, and this is the book that pretty much introduced the idea of powered armor. You get into your robot suit and battle aliens. You'd think of any people, Japanese animators would know how to do justice to the story. And if any company among the Japanese animation companies would do it, Sunrise, the creators of Mobile Suit Gundam, would be able to marshal an amazing array of talent to do a kick-ass adaptation. No. There's a reason why you've never seen this brought over here. One, I don't think Ginny Heinlein would ever allow it over here, because it sucks. And secondly, I don't think anybody would buy it because, well, it sucks. Now, I'm sort of cheating here. There are actually two opening theme songs. One is this sort of, dreary, images of the guy standing on the beach looking up into space, sort of, it's like, oh, it's a song full of longing and everything. There was the other theme song for this show. Now, let me stress that this is a show called Starship Troopers. It should not have an opening song like this. Okay, you got an inkling of the main problem of this show from those credits. However, this show also suffers from the slight problem of it has the ugliest looking characters. There's our hero. These all look like background characters. All right. In the book, the aliens they are describing are called the arachnids. They are spider-like beings. If you saw the Paul Verhoeven movie, actually, the arachnids that show up in there are kind of like how they're described in the book. Although in the book there were actual technology using aliens. They had like guns and stuff. They were just big spider things. I don't know who was in charge of monster design on this show. What they came up with is not an 8-legged arachnoid. It looks like something else. Oh no, they've been smudged to death. I like how they're just standing there letting them talk. They're not attacking. They also look like they're mooning us. But my favorite part of this, though, his girlfriend in here, Carmen. She looks clinically insane and scary. This is the big tearful, reunion in the last scene of the last episode, and. She was like planning to eat him. Or she's brain damaged or something. Here's an old favorite. Magnos, also known as Magno Robo Gakeen. Show from 1976 or 77. Features one of the ugliest robots ever and one of the craziest robot transformations they ever came up with. The whole idea was Magnos got its power from magnetism. So there had to be a positive and a negative charge. So, the boy was the positive and the girl was the negative, and they had to link up.
Not much of a fight, huh?
This is from the first episode.
But for what reason? Looks to me like they were hopelessly outgunned out there and didn't stand a chance.
And I thought you said this coward had courage.
Why?
Janus, this is where we need your help. You people need more help than I can give you. Getting stalked by a 30-story fire-breathing cockroach is not my idea of a good time.
Then go.
That you've got a fighting chance. Wear this special suit and energy bracelet, and our magnetic process will transform you into a man of unbelievable power and strength.
Really?
I'm not.
Let me scan forward, because you've got to, yeah, so they launch separately from their robots for reasons that are never quite clear. Yeah. I love how these robots are apparently mostly hollow inside.
Yes, sir.
Double Lexus punch! You won't let go of her! Earthquake beam! Rolling stars!
Sir Nevers, your primitive machines don't stand a chance against my synthetic beasts. Octopod, Backroacher, attack and destroy these humans. It is time to assemble Magnus. Listen carefully to my instructions or you will be in danger. Prepare to eject from your cockpit. Run. You must eject and link up with Esther in midair. Do it at once.
But I don't remember seeing a parachute in this thing. We're up about 3,000 feet. I'm not crazy.
Here's your chance to prove how brave you are, Fly Boy.
It's all right, Esther. Remember, he's new to all this, and we can't expect him to blindly follow our procedures. James, you have no time for training, so you'll have to trust your own reflexes and believe in me. You and Lady Esther have been given opposite charges. When you link up, Magnus power will be formed. It's the only way. The energy given off when the positive and negative charges unite is so powerful that midair is the only safe place for the reaction. The magnetic force will then take over and save you from falling. Now go!
You're just making this up, aren't you?
Fire!
Well, they fire the individual robot parts.
What treachery is this?
And that is where babies come from. Okay, there's enough of Magnus. We just... Oh, hold on. Sorry. Oh. That's, oh, Goldwing. Another Korean masterpiece. Let's just do the opening song for now. Goldwing is a ripoff of one of many giant robot hero shows. I love this freaking song. And if you like watching missiles crash into each other, apparently whoever did these opening credits really liked that too.
Oh,
project.
With his eyes, he can see through all the steel. He's our friend, and now he's here to
If we have time at the end, I'll come back to Goldwing, but I want to get to some of the newer stuff. Oh, hang on. And I don't know if any of you have heard about this, but no, not Titanic yet. In Walmart, a whole bunch of $1 fake anime DVDs have shown up. Now, a lot of these are Indonesian, Chinese, and Korean. They're actually available in the toy section, not the video section. They're insane. They're badly dubbed. They're... okay, let's just start.
Emergency, unknown object approaching, impact in 10 seconds.
You're kidding! I don't detect any object approaching on my control.
Don't argue, just fasten your seatbelts.
First of all, they're ripping off music from Space Battleship Yamato.
Oh my God! It's coming right toward us!
Watch this. He just panicked apparently and backflipped out of the frame. Okay, later in the movie, okay, now I have to tell you, this thing, Space Thunder Kids, is actually like 10 different shows that have been cut together at random. It doesn't make a lick of sense. At one point, the aliens attack, and their big plan is to get us to launch a missile at them, and then they're going to crash the missile into China. And fortunately, they were able to shoot down the missile, but this has repercussions in the UN. Now, besides the amazingly racist portrayal of the Chinese ambassador, listen very carefully to the guy who's leading the meeting, because just in the middle of it, he just simply slips a line in that makes no sense whatsoever.
Shut up, will you? Put your shoe back on, you're stinking up the General Assembly.
This rancor is getting us nowhere, gentlemen. Please say a few words.
I am here to listen to the explanation, and it better be a good one. He can't say anything unless you keep your mouth shut.
Oh, if we can't find a solution, we'll all be torn apart. The computer functions with a certain kind of... Dr. Bruno, excuse me, but has there been any word yet?
Nothing yet.
The computer functions with a certain... I have to point out, at no point has anybody mentioned a computer, or will they mention a computer afterwards. My theory is the script pages got mixed up and he was reading dialogue from another part of the script. If this rancor continues, we'll all be torn apart. The computer functions with a certain kind of... Okay, now this is, they've worked on a confusing array of robots.
We have therefore been doing our best to invent a weapon that would be powerful enough to defend us against it. Fortunately, we have developed the capability not only to defend ourselves, but to defeat the Dark Emperor. Let me show you. We have Zork 2, Solarvac 1, and Tiger SX3.
Which is the same robot we just saw in the last... And here are 3 completely different robots. And yet another robot who shall remain nameless. This is great. You've all seen this when they have crowd scenes where everybody looks the same. It's never been quite as bad as in this scene. people here have seen the movie Tron? You'll get this joke then.
As soon as it is completed, we will have our own source of power. We won't have to depend on the Union for our energy. Only then will we be in control of everything, from nuclear weapons to digital watches.
Yep, they ripped off the Disney movie Tron for this.
And I will settle for nothing less.
Awaiting your command. Go and check out the progress on the Central Power Vessel. It must be finished on time or else we face the distinct possibility of being punished by the Dark Emperor.
So, toward the end, they have to take on the Dark Emperor, where apparently they get a space pirate who's flying the Arcadia from Space Pirate Captain Harlock, but it's actually being piloted by a woman who's a ripoff of a character from Space Adventure Cobra. No, that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is the woman space pirate seems to have a 2-foot-tall homunculus who follows her around, yet the pirate refers to her as her sister. And the way that they kill the Dark Emperor is... the logic just kind of escapes me.
Attention all units. We are now on target approaching the enemy. Distance 500 meters. Remember, we target the direction control assembly. Sandy, remember this. I'm doing this only because I'm young.
They will not be able to escape. Attack immediately. They must surrender or die.
Fire!
Oh no, the vector graphic ship is coming apart! And here, if you see it, you want to kill somebody on the TV, just shoot your TV and that will kill them. But even, oh wait, this is great. This is ripping off so many things at once. Those of you who have seen Space Battleship Yamato know about the blue-skinned aliens, the Gamelons, that have invaded Earth. However, in this one, apparently they've stolen a spaceship from Mobile Suit Gundam, repainted it, and then went to the enemy of Mobile Suit Gundam and stole their uniforms. So that's white base. Staffed by blue Zeon. Check out that guy in the front seat.
We must be the ones to conquer the enemy. Everyone to their battle stations at once. Prepare to attack and fire the missiles right now.
Oh. And then we have the most amazing speech at the end of this little travesty of a movie.
I'm glad that you finally made the correct decision to surrender to the Allied armies. That has avoided a lot of unnecessary killing. I represent the Allied armies to thank.
Well, I don't really know what to say.
I do. I say we should work together to build a new universal order, so that never again will one mad despot destroy so much.
Yes, well, we've certainly learned our lesson.
That's right. No one will ever again use terrorism to try to impose their will on the whole universe.
And now the process of rebuilding must begin. Let us structure a new universe with no weapons of mass destruction. How will lead us back to the will of the people, not the other way round?
Let us work together to forge a lasting peace.
Yeah, we sure learned our lesson. Bye. Sorry for that war. Now we must forge a new universal order with no terrorism or weapons of mass destruction.
Command.
Oh, attack of the super monsters. This is originally called Eisenborg, the Great Dinosaur War. This was done by Subaraya Productions, the creators of Ultraman. They had a great idea in the 80s, or at least it sounded great after all that cocaine and beer. They were going to take their great, knowledge of live-action special effects and puppetry and do an animated show that would combine this.
Oh!
The results speak for themselves.
70 million years ago, the creatures known as dinosaurs mysteriously disappeared from the planet Earth. It was thought that they would never be seen again. But in the year 2000, the people of
Remember the great dinosaur plagues in the year 2000? No, it's not stupid yet, folks. It's about to get stupid.
In their secret underground caverns, developing an intelligence equal to that of man, and dreadful powers far beyond those of humankind. What was their purpose? Why had they suddenly reappeared? The answer was a fearful one indeed. You will all be destroyed!
Goes on like this for like 90 minutes. In the production, somebody would have just walked in and just like, no. Well, but it was too late. They had to go on and do their series. Oh, I love this.
Though some of the creatures are willing to live peacefully underground, they are forced to attack humans by their mad ruler, Emperor Tyrannus. For with his superpowers, he is capable of turning any animal into a murderous beast that will obey his every command.
Your Highness.
There are also some humans who show little regard for living things, but their actions are nothing in comparison to the fiendish ferocity they are about to encounter.
Spectre have turned into red monsters. Don't tell me it's not possible. I'm telling you they're monsters.
I love this because it's like apparently there's a hole in the floor. I just realized there's a lot of dog-based humor in the Totally Lame Anime. And here are heroes to save us from the terrible, Clifford, Devil Dog Hound of Hell.
The Gemini Command is a defense squad created to ensure the safety of Earth, and its chief is the well-known biologist and physicist, Dr. John Carmody.
The biologist and physicist.
Members of the squad, Captain Jim Starbuck.
Boring.
Lieutenant Jen Starbuck.
Just as boring.
Lieutenant Jerry Fordham.
Yeah.
And Science Officer, Lieutenant Wallace Singer.
These are the heroes.
I'd like to come forward. We've received strange reports from Alpha Sector 3. Reliable witnesses there tell of monstrous red dogs ravaging the countryside, as well as earthquakes and fires.
Oh, and a giant dinosaur is going around too, but nobody reported that. So yeah, this is the other thing. They go into their big vehicle, and then we have an amazing bit of mecha pornography where they take like 10 minutes to launch this thing.
Repeat. Pad Charlie 3. All personnel clear the area. Launch condition green and in progress.
And we got this bar mitzvah music playing in the background.
Attack module docked and ready. Open defense bay doors. Captain Starbuck may begin vertical takeoff.
We're kind of running out of time, so let me spare you the rest of this. They are deadly dull. We are running out of time. I think we should do Titanic. I introduced Titanic, the cartoon, to Totally Lame Anime years ago. There's something that never gets old, something that everybody has to see, something that still flabbergasts everybody when they see it, beyond the basic concept of making a musical cartoon out of one of the worst disasters of the 20th century. It speaks for itself.
No!
If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
Try not to strike out on your own without checking with me first. Because, you see, I'm responsible for how the animals behave on this wing.
Oh, excuse me, have to get real stupid now.
Do you know? Do you really know? Do you know it, yes or no? Is it yes or is it no? Do you know who I really am? I don't know. You know. Yes. All of you are really good as many kids and little kids, steps about to others, you are, Got the record to the smash, you found the best before the glass, drinks and top down on the box, smoking wine and sweet and rain, let it blow just like the rain. It would be a rock and buzzer coming, come on everybody, you remember it forever, the one born us at it, daddy.
I have no idea what that dog is saying. I can't read Chinese. Blarg! Blarg. Now, Titanic is made, it's an Italian cartoon, and now we know why Italy is not known for its great animation industry. I love this bit. This has no explanation. There's a detective on board who's looking for some crooks. And he's decided that he's going to go undercover by dressing like somebody from third class and then going to the first class dining room. Because this will allow him to fit in somehow. But the thing that gets me is his crazy, crazy eyes.
Where do you think you're going? This isn't third class.
No explanation! Hypnotizing him!
Never mind. Now look, I'm here incognito on a special assignment. I want to catch the suspects red-handed. Get it?
So somehow that guy just believes him. Now, I think the best part though is, you know, this is one of the best things I've ever seen to save money. Wow, I'll just... Okay, keep your eyes on the people in the background. These people here who are not moving. But listen to this.
Can't go through this way. Don't force me to resort to violence. You can't go through this way. Don't force me to resort to violence. Don't force me to resort to violence. You can't go through this way.
What, was he not available?
The other way is filling up with water.
Did they forget to record his dialogue? Nobody will ever notice. We'll just reuse it. Don't force me to resort to violence. Oh, wait. Let's do some of Tekkaman, the Space Knight. Tekkaman, the Space Knight is a Tatsunoko production show from the early 80s. It was actually remade as the the much better Tekkaman Blade.
I have this series.
What, original or Tekkaman Blade? Yeah.
I have both.
It's real goofy. This was an early dub that was done in like 1983.
At the edge of the solar system, the evil Waltarians are lurking, trying to create a new plan to successfully conquer the Earth.
What evil has this series? I can imagine. Like HK bootleggers that
Commander Rengox, all your plans have failed. I'm sorry, great space in order to help you, I have created
Commander Moonhead.
space weapons. Look there. What?
My fiendish bumbleball. My flexible metal hose. My other flexible metal hose. And my egg beater.
The leg. The torso. Chest. And arms. A giant robot? Yes, Renzox, this is a giant space robot capable of combining together as it is now. Your Majesty, your new robot creation is just marvelous. It's 7 different space weapons all wrapped up into one. That is true. Now send this robot to Earth in its separate parts. All 7? Disguise as meteors. I obey your command.
So, okay, there's our enemies. What sort of wonderful heroes do we have to defend Earth?
How bad are the heroes though?
Dr. when will these new robots be tested? Well, very probably tomorrow afternoon at the
He's apparently been stealing clothes from Doctor Who.
I sure hope that
No, it gets much worse.
You too.
You're a woman.
So they then send their fighters to attack the bunch of robots, and it's like it's hard to tell who isn't a robot in this scene.
This test is going well, and the robots are functioning perfectly.
Now we use the sky saucers and deactivate those robots.
And by deactivate, I mean blow them up.
Oh, what are those?
Take cover! It's the Waldorian sky saucer!
I will teach you not to bother, my friend. Take this. Take that. Power punch. Take that. Around and around you go. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Peggy. You are all welcome.
Well, John, it's hard to believe that those robots aren't human. Peg has bravely risked his life to save his robot friends, and now they're actually thanking him. Of course they are, Patricia. What good robots would do? It's just what human beings do. Didn't you know that?
What? That has been far. Think about it.
I think that's about it, because we're...
So that was AWA 11. We're going home now. We're going to go eat Denny's, and yeah. Michael over here, I don't know if you can see. I'm not even getting a good picture of him. Michael's being a little retarded. Wait, no, turn back. And there, Colin's back there somewhere. What does that do? Hey, Colin. Turn back at me. And Michael has something to say apparently, so we'll talk to him. Out of nowhere. All right, we'll see you next year.